Hey, Dee from the Appreciation Business. Wanting to record these videos just as I have the inspiration and thought for you, so that when we cover these sections in our courses, I'll be able to just play the video at the time. And today I was having a chat to a lady that I'm supporting through alcohol, and so she would like to not drink anymore. And really the drinking is just it's kind of like the end thing, if you like it's not the cause or the reason. So the drinking is not actually the problem, although that's what people see as the problem, because that's the external thing that's causing so much pain. But what the real problem is the reason why we drink, the reason why people turn towards something that's going to numb them or give them courage. For me personally, during my journey, that's what it was about. I didn't have a voice or feel like I had a voice, and lived in quite an abusive relationship. And getting drunk for me meant that I didn't care about myself anymore. I could get to a point where I had no self-preservation, so I could say, think, and do anything that I wanted, and I felt like I was 10 foot tall with, wings of steel, so to speak. And, just at the worst time of my life, I would drop my daughter off at school in the morning, and I would already be on my second kind of cup of port. And that continued all the way through till whenever I passed out at night time, and that was my number one priority in life. And one thing that we were talking about was just, she was talking about her boss and things like that, and how he was really cranky. He was really rude. He, just doesn't matter whether I say hello, he's always. And one of the things about that is that as I've learnt, as I go further along my self-development, is that you just give away your power when you do that. You give it away to the other person, and you keep yourself in that victim mode. What you really need to do is to change your own mindset and your own thoughts and feelings, because you're the only one that can control that, and you cannot control anybody else's thoughts and feelings. You don't live in their life. You don't know what their experiences are. And so I choose to say different things. So I might ask things like, instead of why me, why is this person being so mean to me? Why is he not talking to me this way? Because that perpetuates, that kind of keeps the victim mode going. Because when you're a victim, it's like, why me? Why did these things happen to me? Ugh. And when you ask yourself why, your brain will give you a million reasons why, because you have them all swimming around in your head about why these things would be happening to you. Whereas what if you asked yourself a better question? What if you asked yourself, what do I need to learn from this? What do I need from this experience? How can I change this experience? Because then you start thinking about solutions. And one of the solutions I have when there's people in my life that I actually need to put up with right at this moment, because not all of us can just quit our jobs right now and walk out the door, but you can have that as a plan, that you're not going to stay here and be treated like that anymore. So while that plan's in place, you need to have something that is going to work for you while you're actually still going to your day-to-day job. So she told me about how his son had committed suicide and things like that, and a bit about his cultural background. And so I kind of said, well, maybe I might say to myself things like, wow, how sad is it that he can only express his sadness in anger? I'm really happy that I'm able to release that pain in my life, that I'm able to cry, that I have supportive family and friends, that my son and daughter are still alive. Wow, that totally changes how you think about him now. How tragic is it to lose a child before you? How hard that must be for him to understand. Maybe he has some guilt around that. Maybe he wishes that he had been there. Maybe he doesn't understand. Maybe he thinks that's a weakness. Maybe he hurts so much that he doesn't know how to grieve, that he doesn't know how to express that in any other way but anger. None of those things might be true, but it's how I think about it. It's what I choose to tell myself. And that makes me think about him differently. Or I might think, wow, Maybe he wanted to be some ballet dancer and, really be an artist, or travel the world, tasting fine cuisine and cooking exotic foods from all the places around the world, using all the natural things that were in the environment. Maybe that's what he wanted to do. But culturally, his dad said, no, son, you can't do that. You need to have a career. You need to be a businessman. You need to be a business project manager. Maybe he didn't have any choice. Maybe he still doesn't have any choice, or maybe he doesn't feel like he has any choice. Because maybe now he has a family and children and a mortgage and responsibilities. Maybe now he feels like that his time is over and that he can't be a ballet dancer or an artist or a fine food cuisine cook anymore. Whereas we know, and we say to ourselves, wow, you're never too old to start something new. You're never too old to make the choice to follow your dreams. At 45, I'm just starting my life, and there's been people much older than me that are just starting their life. Wow, I'm so happy that I can see so many more opportunities. I'm so happy that I have supportive people around me that allow me to follow my dreams and boost me up. How lucky I am to be able to get up in the morning and smile and look in the mirror and say I love you no matter what's happening in my life. And that's the thing to always remember, is that it doesn't matter what's going on in your life. It doesn't really matter what's happening anywhere. The only thing that you can change and the only thing that you have control over is exactly this minute and the thoughts that you have in this minute around it. So choose your thoughts, choose your meaning, choose your emotion, choose how you're going to live your day. Hope that's helpful. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and this magnificent earth today and every day. Till next time, bye-bye for now.